We are waiting for someone, or I can start?
No, go ahead.
Yalla, I will share my screen. Just a second. I made a presentation. I hope it will be enough, but let's go.
Great.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So, hi everyone. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me today. I hope you have enough power for another presentation. If you don't, you are stuck with me. So you don't have another options.
Reuven,
so,
they have another option. They could leave the meeting and watch the recording, so it's okay.
No, please don't do that. I'm just kidding. Let's start. So what we gonna talk about today? So today I'm gonna talk about my journey into the cybersecurity world. I love to call it the security world. And next we will talk about penetration testing. And next, application security world and the difference between them. I know that some of you had no cyber IT, cyber security, computer science, you name it, background before the course. So don't be afraid, you're in the right place. Before starting, I want to ask you something. If I am speaking too fast or you don't understand my broken English, and even if you have a tiny question, please stop me and ask. Let's go. So my journey, I will start with the boring things. So hi everyone, my name is Reuven Elezra. I am 32 from Tel Aviv, married without kids yet. Born and raised in Kiryat Chaim, Haifa. School, mid-school, high school, like every normal kid. After high school, like everyone in Israel, I was recruited to the IDF. I didn't serve in a fancy technology unit like 8-200, 900, and the cool numbers. I serve as a combatant in a field intelligence unit for 3 years. And today I'm working in Appstar company as a security engineer. I started as a PT guy, and after 5-6 months, I became a security engineer. We will see the difference between them in the next slides, don't worry. After the army, I actually don't have a computer science degree. I studied civil engineering at the Technion in Haifa for 4 years. And after the graduation, I moved to Tel Aviv with my wife and started to work in a small company as a construction engineer. And after 3 months, I felt that it's not the right place for me, and I didn't know what to do because I studied 4 years, and now after only 3 months, I bored. So I asked my friends what to do. What can I do if I can enter to the high-tech world? What I can do to be a developer, to be a IT guy, whatever. And I keep looking, and I look on the internet, and I saw a video on YouTube. It was a cybersecurity attack in YouTube, and I remember then after that I look at, I say to myself, wow, it's so cool. Can I do that? So after that, in parallel to my job, I took an online courses in a Udemy in networking, Python, C coding, and ethical hacking, etc., etc., etc. And then the COVID came. By the way, for me, the COVID was a great period. because I did my transition from one world to another world. So I don't regret it at all. So at the beginning of the COVID, I was with my job and took the OCP course. It was 3 tough and crazy months, but at the end, I passed it and got my certificate. And after that, I opened LinkedIn, like everyone. So I opened a LinkedIn and I sent my CV to everyone. When I mean everyone, is everyone, like like all the company in Israel. And I also sent my CV to Upstart. I knew it's a long shot, but as an Israeli, I said it's okay. Let's try. And after 1 week, I got a call from them, and I set a meeting, an interview. And after the interview, they gave me the opportunity to work with them. And I think I was a lucky guy because Upstart is a great company. I met many great people like Hannah's sister, Jennifer. And I'm here, so I'm a lucky guy. So let's gonna talk about penetration testing, what it's all about. We always hear PT, penetration testing. So let's deep dive. I took it from Wikipedia, so let's go on. Penetration test, most known as a pen test, PT, ethical hacking, is an authorized simulated cyber attack on a computer system, blah, 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 blah. Complicated, forget about it. In simple words, penetration testing, the abbreviation is, of course, PT, is the process of testing and assessing the system environment, system or environment for vulnerability or cyber attacks. When I said system, it could be infrastructure or application. Infrastructure, you can think about the internal network of the company, like a Wi-Fi network. Application could be mobile application like WhatsApp, Facebook, or a website. It's also an application. You can think about a white hat hacker, an ethical hacker that tries to exploit to your company. And in the end, it will tell you your security problems and everything. If you think you are secure, so you don't did a PT at your company. So what skills need PT people? So the first thing is curiosity and thinking out of the box. You need to be eager to learning a new thing, how to use new tools, to compromise system, to getting into the system, and so on. The next is basic understanding of networking. You don't need to be a developer, but you need to know how the computer communicate between them. You also need to know a little bit of bash scripting and, of course, penetration tools. The next is the willingness to continually learn. You need to learn at any phase in your career. When after 5 years, after 6, and even after 10 and 15, and so on. As long as you get more experience and knowledge, you will be more confident in yourself and be better at what you're doing. And I think is the most important thing in a security guy is the experience. A relevant certificate, but it's not must. In just to mention, it's the OCP. OCP is a certification of offensive security. And also you have the C8 certificate ethical hacking. So let's talk about an example, the process of the PT. So once a year, each company needs to do external PT to show their clients that the company is secure and the clients can be trust them and so on. So the company takes a consulting company, a PT company, and she sent her team to do a PT assessment in the company offices. So let's take the Abstra as an example. Abstra is asking for an external PT. The PT guy came to the offices. It can be a team of 2 or 3 people. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 people in a team, something like that, no more. So he's starting the assessment. So the first phase is the reconnaissance. When I said the reconnaissance, I mean the acting of gathering information about the target. For example, if I want to scan and test my own website, my Abstra website, or I want to test my internal network. So the first thing is first to do a reconnaissance. By the way, it's only in a high level. You don't need to know it. It's just in high level. Don't worry. So the second phase is scanning. Scanning is the deeper form of information gathering using technical tools to find the opening in the target. It can be an internet gateway, ports, available systems, vulnerability list. The next thing is the exploitation, or gaining access. Exploitation is the act of using information gained in phase 1 and 2 to take control of the system, of the target. The next thing is mentioning access. Mentioning access of the target machine is the commonly done by installing a backdoors or planting rootkits. This is also known as creating persistent on a target device. And the last thing is to the analysis phase. At the end of the PT testing, the penetration test, the penetration will compile a report dealing with the vulnerability they discover in their test, including those that were not actually exploited, how they breached the system, which internal system or sensitive data they got. And after the process, the company get a PT report. So let's talk about the security engineer. Security engineer, application security, AppSec, you name it. Again, I took it from Wikipedia, and I think you also know me. I hate it. So in simple words, a security engineer is someone who analyzes computer networks, ensure they are running securely, and tries to foresee the possible security issues, possible attack, possible vulnerabilities. The main thing here is prevention, and another thing, prevention. You can think about it as security engineer is doing everything to prevent possible attack or vulnerabilities. Mainly, we are working closely with the developers and secure their code even before no one writes one line of the code. We are doing it in the design phase. Yeah, trust me, I'm an engineer. And prevention is the key. Responsibilities. Let's talk about the responsibilities. First, the responsibility is to communicate with the cross company and to implement procedures, security plans. This means tracking and implementing security best practices and then educating the company leadership and follow coworkers about the best way to implement the latest security protocols. Next thing is protections. So this requires building and implementing technology and software such as encryption or data structures, firewall, and so on. And the next thing is you can guess it, you can also tell it. We are doing periodic PT. We also know how to do PT by myself, and we sorry. We're conducting a periodic PT to look for any kind of weakness in overall security plan. The goal here is to hack the company data and to do that before the real hackers do. And next is the monitoring. It's nice that we have a lot of tools, we have a lot of software, but we need to keep an eye. We need to build an infrastructure with logs, with monitorings, with tags, with software and system for instruction or irregular behavior or something like that. And the last thing is the investigation. In addition to building and testing, we need to investigating. We need to do investigation of the infrastructure. And if we have an issue, we need to track the issue and figure out what is the source code and how we get to the system and something like that. Let's talk about the differences. So at the left, we have the PT guy, and the right, we have the security engineer, application security, or in abbreviation, AppSec, you name it. So a PT guy need basic knowledge in coding. You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to know how to read the code. You have your skill. On the other end, the security engineer need to know how to read the code and understand its purpose, because he works with the developers. He can do a security review and he can tell the developers, hey, here in line, I don't know, 91, you need to implement validation, you need to do it like that, and so on. The next thing is that the difference between them is the breaking and the prevention. On the PT guy, he tries to break the system. He tries to break into your system. And the security engineer is mainly doing prevention. Let's go on. PT or PT teams working as a consulting company, and the security engineer is an employee of the company. It's kind of outsourcing versus in-house employees. The next thing, the PT work in a team, with a small team, 2, 3, 4 people, and that's it. Security engineering works mainly with the R&D teams. It's cross-company. You can also work with the product, with the team leads, also with the CEO. Also, the main thing, what is the main purpose of to be a PT guy? The main purpose is to find as many vulnerabilities as you can. On the other end, the security engineer need to do a designing and mentioning the system, to build a secure system, to do a proper prevention. And the last thing, it's the basic experience versus the knowledge and the more experience as a security guy. PT guy need to be, I think it's the first job you can get. You don't need to do, you don't need to have a lot of experience, but you need to know how to testing, how to do a PT assessment, and so on. And security engineer need to have a knowledge and experience in the security world because he works with developers, we work with the company, we secure the company, and so on. Summary. So here is the most important sentence in my presentation. Never stop learning. Knowledge is the key. It's not a cliche. As long as you get more experience and knowledge, you'll be more confident in yourself, and you'll be better and what you're doing. You need to be eager for learning new things in the cyber world. As I said before, PT is more entry-level position. AppSec is a mid or advanced level position. And you already saw PT and AppSec roles aren't so different. We have a lot of parallel things we are doing. It's not almost the same things, but it's the same job, but in different areas and a different responsibility. Thank you, guys. And if someone have questions, go on. You can ask me on the chat if you want. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Not working thing.
So they ask about the CISSP certification.
Okay, CISSP. It's a good question. CISSP is I think it's the most hardest certification in the security world. It's mainly for a CISO or mainly for a long experience in the security world. I think at the beginning you don't need to go into the CISSP because it's more complicated and you need to learn a lot of things in the security world. I think it's as I said, the knowledge is the power. So I think the best thing to start with you also could start with the CISSP, but I think and also I know that it's hard certificate, but it's not for the beginners, for juniors. Does the company, but as long as the term go, does your company use SaaS, SCA, IaaS software? Yeah, it's a good question. I saw before my presentation that you talk about Snyk. So yes, we have a GitLab, and every time when the developer push his code, we are running a job that scans his code, his repo. We are using Snyk. We also have our own scanners because we are in AppsFire, and mainly I don't think you heard about it, but our code is mainly Clojure. Everyone heard about Clojure? So Clojure is a language is a parallel functional language. So actually no one supporting Clojure. So we built our own SaaS scanner, link scanners for Clojure scanning, and we are using SaaS. We also use SCA. We also have scanners for our Docker images. I saw before you talk about the Docker images and how to secure them. So we are used in a startup Israeli company that called Resilient. They're doing scanning from Docker. This is the right path. This is the right path for what, Hannah? sorry, CISSP, CSM, CEH for management position, OCP. Yeah, basically for a PT guy, I think is the OCP is the most achievable certificate, because this can give you a ticket for entering to this job, to this world. In my experience, I studied civil engineering, but if I don't have the OSCP certificate, I don't think someone will take me, or someone will also think I can do security stuff or try as a security junior and something like that. Also, the CEH is a good certificate for juniors and the beginners. Those certificates, OCP and CEH, is for as I think as you already know, is for the PT. It's for the PT guy. If you want to be a security analyst, information security, and so on, it's not for you. So what the difference between the PT and CH? Okay, CH is more an exam, and on the other end, the OCP, you need to do a lot of hands-on. You got a 5 system, you got 5 different computers, and you need to break at least 3 of them for pass the exam. All the idea of the OCP is to simulate the attacking system. For example, in the OSCP, you have a lot of labs. You can play with the labs, and you see how you can get into the system, how to do a recon, how to search for vulnerability. OSCP is more hands-on, and the CH is more, it's more like an exam in high school or something like that. You don't need to do any hands-on at all. Can participate on relatively new and not well recognized as OSCP CH. Yeah, no, both of them are recognized. If you have one of them, it's good enough. You don't need both of them. I think the best thing to do is to start with the CH, because OSCP is more advanced. But if you start with the CH, you can also, after that, you can play in Hack the Box, Try Acme, Valan Hub. There's a lot of sites you can level up your achievements in hacking. What is the JPEG? CH, yeah. CH is more simple than the OCP. So if you have the OCP, you like you like a god in the security world, but it's only certificate. It's don't mean nothing. If you have the OCP but you don't know how to do things, and you don't keep learning, and you don't keep investigating, it's not worth it. Good mode. The right fit. There isn't the right fit. I studied civil engineering, and after that I became a PT guy, and after that I became a security engineer. There isn't a right bet for me. Does your company use software? Yeah. So I think that's all. You have most question? You have more questions? Sorry. Actually, I have a question. You guys are doing the Summit course, so it's basically for I don't know, for the PT or analyst, information security, or it is varies. It's start with you guys learning all of the things, and you at the ending choosing what you want to do. Any good learning platform you would recommend besides Hack the Box and other common things? There is a new site that's called Try Hack Me. Try Hack Me. It's a good site. You have a lot of write-up, you have a lot of guides, video guides, how to do it properly, how to start with the hacking word. And actually you don't need to learn anything before. It's awesome site. Yeah, it's a very, very good one. And it's also a new one. I think it's only 1 year or something like that. Hack the Box, it's more commercial, but Track Me, it's more for junior. And also, again, you don't need to know anything before start with Track Me.
Reuven, in terms of your the question about what are we aiming for? Well, what I understand from the course is that it depends on the individual. In the very beginning, Jonathan encourages us to realize that there's so many different opportunities that it's not specifically any one specific job. And I personally, I've been working as a technical writer for like 25 years when I got retired from my job. And then I'm looking for an industry, and I realized that this is a good industry to get involved in. I've been working at check marks.
Nice.
So, and the course has equipped me in the past few months. I've learned so much. Instead of just writing what I don't understand, I understand the code, and I ask them, are you sure this is what you want to write? You know, it's a whole different world. So I'm very excited about this. I think a lot of people in the course here who know English, mother tongue, have a good position to become technical
You're right.
writers.
You are definitely right. English is the key for learning in this world. If you know English, you can better understand anything. You have anything on Google, you can look online. You have a lot of materials. You have a lot of courses. You just need you and your seat, and you start learning. That's it. That's it.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
When studying for set, I found that each one if we focused on a specific thing, I found multiple courses that once should I be more focused on one course? Should I be more focused on one course? It depends what you want to do, what you're willing to achieve. If you want to do in the attacking side, so okay, take PT courses, take hacking sites. If you love the investigation, okay, so go to be information security, go to be analyst, investigate in what you want to do. I also think we can invite you one day to the company and see what we are doing, what we are dealing with, and it will give you a window to the security world, because now you're in the course, you don't know, hey, after the course I want to be a PT guy, after the course I want to be an analyst, after the course I want to be in information security. There is a lot of opportunities, a lot of roles, a lot of company in the world and in Israel. And I think it will be a nice thing that you guys will come to the office one day. You are more than welcome, and see what we are doing and what we are willing to do and what we're dealing in the day-to-day. So I will talk about that with Hannah about the invitation to our company. And
Because
if you
I
have,
feel it's really hard to to know exactly what you want to do in the beginning. So
right, you are right. I don't think I would know what I do, what I want to do after the RCP, because I looked for a PT position, but I didn't find it so quick. So I tried to look for a SOC position, to look for information security position, and then Upside came. And then Upside get into my picture, and I started as a PT guy, and I love it. And I didn't know I would love it. So yeah,
why did
you're
you
right.
leave so fast?
It's not so fast, you know. I'm 32 and I also
No, 5 months, you said, no?
yeah, 5 months, yeah, 5, 6 months, yeah.
That's fast transition.
Yeah, it's fast transition, but you know, I don't regret that I studied civil engineering, because I think it's gave me an opportunity to know how to learn, to know how to sit and learn. And I studied for the OCP. It was a crazy 3 months, and I studied like 10 to 12 hours in a day, except
Wow.
except the weekend, yeah. But you don't need to do it so fast. You take your courses, you can do the CH at the beginning. You can see what we will deal with, what you want to willing, and also again come to our company, accept my invitation, and see what we are doing. And I think it will give you a lot of knowledge in how to choose after the course, after I don't know, after the certification, or what we want to do after the course, after the learning, after the tough learning.
Yeah.
I know it's tough.
Did you do the CEH before the
No,
SCP?
no, I didn't do the CH. I
So
also
why do
did
you recommend it so much?
because I talk with a lot of people, and after I passed the OCP, people ask me, "What do you think? I need to start with the OCP, or I need to start with the CH." And I look further, and I investigate a little bit, and I also talk with a lot of people. They ask me in LinkedIn what I need to do. I did a security course in C-Security, in a summit, in you name it. And after that, what I need to do. So I recommended to them to start with the CH, to see what they need to do, because go to the OCP straight. I think it's hard, and it's not worth your time and your efforts. I'm crazy guy, because so so I did it, but I don't recommend to do that at the beginning. It's not the right path.
Because like people on forums talk about how that like jobs they ask for the CH, but the exam is a joke and it doesn't show really technical abilities and that costs a lot of money. So like
Yeah, right.
don't like it.
I don't know how the CH is the cost of the CH, but OCP, it's not it's expensive. It's like you start with 1,500 US dollars for 3 months. You need to choose. You have one month of lab, or 2 months of labs, or 3 months of lab. I took the 3 months because I want to participate and know how to do things. But yeah, it's expensive. It's not cheap. And yeah, you're right. CH, you don't need to do hands-on or technical things, but I think it's nice that you have it. It's I don't think it's a joke, but I think if you did a course and it's summit, and if you did a project, and also you have the CH, I think you have the total package to start for looking a new position.
Okay, thanks. Did you hear of the EJPT?
Sorry,
Did you hear of the EJPT?
APT?
EJPT. E-learning.
EJPT. No, I don't have it, and I don't use it. And also, I think it's if you call the CH joking, I think EJPT it's more. I don't if I want to call it a joke, but I don't think it's the same. Okay, EGPT and CH is the same, but CH is more how can I say it? It's more common. Okay, it's more common. If you have CH, it's more common, and people around the world know about it. Also in Israel, CH is more in Israel. CH is more popular than OCP. I think in Israel only 300 or 400 people have OCP or something like that in 2020. I don't what happened in 2021, but in 2020 it was 400 or around something like that. CH, it's more common in Israel and also in the world.
Reuven, last question. Somebody asked, what is your next step in your career? Where are your goals and what are you doing?
Oh, it's a good question. It's a good question, though. At the end, I want to be a CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. It's a title, but I want to manage people. I want to work with people, to teach people how to do the right thing, to build it's cliche, but you know, to build a more beautiful world, more secure world, more secure company. Yeah, I think this is my path. If we will talk about another 5 years from now, I hope I will be a security team lead, and in the next 5 years after that, CISO of one of the biggest company.
Well, Reuven, you took a step forward then in your career tonight because you impacted us and you gave us really good insight. And so we thank you very much for being with us and wish you much bracha ve'atzlacha.
And
Thank
we're
you
waiting
for
to come
having
to the
me.
office.
Yeah.
Yes. And we look forward to visiting you at AppsFlyer. That's right.
Don't worry. I will talk about
Thank
it
you.
with Hannah.
Yeah, please. Laila
Toda
tov.
raba.
Toda rabba lecha.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.